After 22 days of testimony, the defense and the prosecution rested this morning in the involuntary manslaughter trial of Dr. Conrad Murray.
KTLA's Brandi Hitt was in the courtroom as both sides tried to score some last-minute points with their witnesses, and Dr. Murray himself declined to testify.
Both the prosecution and the defense rested their cases today after getting a few more last-minute questions into their dueling propofol experts. Once the defense finished with Dr. Paul White, the prosecution called Dr. Stephen Schaefer once again, who hit home the point that he believes Conrad Murray violated the standard of care.
When you are in a remote location, you have less tolerance for error. You have to be particularly careful. You have to adhere to the standards as carefully as possible, and the reason is you have no backup. You're by yourself. So in a remote location, the teaching, understandably, is that you take no shortcuts.
The judge did ask Conrad Murray if he wanted to testify in his own defense, and Mr. Murray said no. And I got to tell you, looking at some of the jurors in the courtroom today, they did appear tired. However, when the trial was officially over, at least, the prosecution and defense resting, they were smiling and some even laughing with each other. They're going to be back in court on Thursday, where they will hear closing arguments. And in fact, I have to go back in court for some evidentiary hearings and some other matters. There is court still. We'll bring you a full wrap-up on what happens inside coming up tonight on the KTLA News at 6 o'clock. In downtown, Brandi Hitt, KTLA 5 News.